Okay, welcome to the G Casino in Blackpool for the press conference for the light middleweight British title fight between Rose and Sam Webb tomorrow evening at the Winter Gardens in Blackpool. Pleased to announce that the show will now be live on loaded TV at 9:30 p.m. tomorrow Friday, which is available free to air on Sky Channel 200. Tickets are still available for the show, so if anyone wants to come down and experience the atmosphere live, there will be tickets on the door, and also you'll get to see a fantastic undercard. Loaded TV only jumped on board on Tuesday, so it's been a bit of a rush to get everything together. We're not going to do a full show, it'll be a 1 hour show showing Sam Webb and Rose live, and if there's time afterwards there'll be some of the recorded undercard. So if anyone wants to see the undercard, we're going to have to be down at Blackpool prompt tomorrow. Doors open at 6:30. At 7:05 is the first fight, which is Dean Halsell from Preston, who's an undefeated prospect. At 7:30 we've got Jack Armfield, who's undefeated from local Bolton, and he'll soon be fighting for titles. At 8 o'clock we've got Terry Flanagan from Manchester, who's the lightweight prize fighter champion. At 8:30, again from local Markham, we've got Isaac Lowe, who's a tough traveller and fought on last card at Blackpool with a first round knockout, and he tells me he's going to do the same, so don't blink when Isaac's on. And the one fight before Brian is Tommy Tatham from Lancaster, who again had one fight and had a KO. So there's an exciting build-up to Brian's fight, which will go live at 9:30. After that, there's still 4 fights to go, including Jack Castle and Scott Noonan. If any fights go short, those will be put on before as well. So it's a fantastic card. Please get down. If you can, it's going to be a fantastic top of the bill. Again, live on loaded TV, free to air, Sky Channel 200. So before I open the floor, if anyone wants to ask any questions, I'd like to just ask Alan Smith on my left, who's the trainer of Sam Webb, how training's gone, and also if you could just give us a little brief insight into why Sam's missing from here today. We did hope he was going to come along, but you know, he's not here. We can't do anything about it, but I'm sure Alan will tell you how the training's gone and why Sam's not here.
Yeah, training's gone fantastic for Sam. He knows it's his really last chance to regain his British title. It's a tough fight against Brian. He's been sparring George Groves, Andy Lee, Bradley Ski. He's had 108 rounds of sparring. You know, he's fully prepared. I don't think he could be in any better shape. The reason he's not here today, he travelled down from London. We didn't get to 1 o'clock, time to weigh in, he's rested, and he doesn't need to be here today.
Okay, we'll accept that. We did expect him to be here, but he's not. Bob, would you like to tell us how the training's gone for Brian, please?
Training's gone great again. You know, the same as it always goes. With this time, we've had a little bit of added experience with Kerry Kays. He's been more hands-on with Brian's strength training this time. And when we did the 15 rounds on the body belt, the last hard day, on Saturday, you know, my arms and my shoulders was hurting like they used to do when I was training with Macklin and Paul Smith. So, you know, I can feel Brian's powers coming to the front now. So yeah, you know, everything's gone according to plan as it should do. There's been no illnesses, there's been nothing to moan about, so, you know, there's no moaning from our side of the table. Everything's gone according to plan. And I think the fight on Friday night's going to be like one of the old-fashioned fights where you've got 2 good, honest kids that are getting in the ring and they're going to have a fight, you know, albeit Sam Webb's held the title before and he wants it back. And Brian's got the title now and he wants to keep it, so you know, it's got the makings of a great fight. And you know, you've got 2 good, honest, professional kids here that have not done a lot of mouthing off. There's been a little bit of bad blood, but you know, you're going to get it. And you know, I think all the fans who are watching at ringside and all them on loaded TV, you know, you're going to have a treat to watch this fight unfold.
Thanks, Bob. And just quickly then, Brian, how are you feeling?
I feel great. Like Bobby said, it's been the best camp we've ever had. But I mean, we say that every time, so I think we're just going from strength to strength. Tomorrow night has the potential to be one of the fights of the year, and the fact that it's on loaded TV is a great opportunity for everyone to see that. Because, like I say, it has the potential to be a brilliant fight. We're not known as knockout, one-punch knockout merchants, so you know, it's going to be tough for a few rounds, and then I'm pretty confident that I'm going to take it late on. So may the best man win.
Okay, thank you. We'll ask the floor for some questions, but I'd just like to say a big thank you for Loaded, not just for myself, but from boxing fans who get the chance to watch what we know is going to be a great fight between Brian and Sam Webb tomorrow night. You know, both of them learned the apprentice and were brought up by Sky TV, and because of the circumstances there, you know, if it wasn't for Loaded jumping in last minute, the boxing public would have been denied the opportunity to see what's going to be a great fight. And I find it hard that, you know, Sam had it the hard way, Brian's had it the hard way. They both earned the right to fight for the British title. They both earned the right to fight on Sky and on TV, and it was took away from them. So, you know, from my point of view, I've had to work hard to get Brian the defence and get it at home in Blackpool, and we were doing it, you know, without TV, and Brian was taking a cut and an opportunity to be at home by, you know, having to do ticket deals, and, you know, it's wrong when they've done that to get to where they are. Well, that's where we was, and again, last minute Loaded have come in. It's the first show ever on their channel, which we repeat, free to air on Sky 200. Boxing fans deserve to see this fight tomorrow, and I hope it's as good as we anticipate it to be. Any questions?
How do you think the fight will pan out, Bobby?
Sorry, what was that?
How do you think the fight will pan out?
I like to say, you know, it's going to be one of them fights where it'll unfold. I don't think we can say how it's going to go. You know, I don't think any of us, me or Alan, can say how the fight's going to go. I think it's one of them fights that we're going to have to work hard in the corner, both of us, and the fight's going to unfold as we go along. You know, like I say, you've got one kid that's had the title and wants it back, and one kid who's got the title who wants to keep it. So, them are the makings for the great fight. You know what I mean? So, you know, as how the fight's going to go, I don't know. You know, we have ideas of how we think it's going to go, but until that bell goes, none of us knows how it's going to go.
Brian, you've made a prediction that you're going to stop Sam Webb. It's not something that you normally do. Why have you made that? What's the difference for this fight?
I just believe I've got the skills and I've got the tools to stop Sam Webb late on. I think it's going to be tough for the first few rounds, and then I'm going to take it to him, and the plan is to stop him late on. Whether that stoppage comes or not is a different story. As long as I get the win on Friday night, I don't care. As long as I get to take that belt home with me, I don't care.
Is he your toughest opponent today, toughest challenge?
Without a doubt, you know, he's been there, done it, and I've got a lot of respect for him as a fighter. It's just the things that he said about me and the things he said about the people I've been in with that I didn't like about, you know, he's disrespecting me at the end of the day. But I'm sure after Friday night we'll be able to shake hands and give each other a hug, but until then it's not going to happen. That's why it has the makings of a great fight.
Third title defence, you got the chance to win the belt outright. How much would that mean to you?
It means the world to me to take that belt home for my little son Oscar, because that's who it's for. That's all I'm doing this for my family, for my training, and for my management as well. You know, they've put a lot into me. They've worked hard to get this on loaded TV as well. To get it on telly and get it televised for the public to see such a great fight. So it means a lot to me, and I owe it to the people around me that have done so much for me.
It's going to be a packed house, loads of people there supporting you. Have you got a message for your fans?
Yeah, I just want to thank them all for supporting me, not just for this fight, but from the beginning. You know, since I've won the British title, the support every fight is just getting better and better. From the Blackpool football team, you know, I've got a great relationship with them. They've really helped me out, presenting me on the pitch, let me do features for Granada, It's just great, the people that are helping out and getting behind me.
Hannah, can you give us a bit of an insight into Sam's mindset? I mean, it's a make or break fight for him, like you said. He's fighting away from home, there's going to be a big crowd against him. Just give us an insight into how he's feeling, his mindset.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to affect Sam at all. He had to box for the British title first time round in the Eliminator against Thomas McDonough. Steve was there that night, who he was, tipped to lose big time, and he won that against a kid who had 39, 138. And then against Anthony Small, also away from home, on the Ricky Hatton show, as the underdog again, he beat him. So his mindset, he knows it's his last chance. He's slightly older than Brian. Brian's a very good fighter. It's not easy, and we've not underestimated one bit on any behalf. But on his mindset, he's probably more dangerous because he just wants it so bad. Maybe when he boxed Prince Aaron, it was an incredible shot. There was no reason. There's no excuses from us at all. But I think it makes him more dangerous because he wants it. He's desperate to win that title back. So, he's in incredible shape. If he wins tomorrow, which we think he will do, it's because of his hard work.
And he really will pack up the game if he loses?
Well, where's there to go? He doesn't want to go back to the beginning. It's hard to get there. As he started with Sky. He's boxed all around the world. He boxed Andre Gurriel. He's boxed Daniel Gill, who's the world champion. So he's been everywhere. So to go back to English level, no disrespect to the English title or the rest of it, this takes you further. He wants that belt outright, exactly like Brian, and that's his aim.
What about his opponent, Brian? How much of a challenge is he? What does he bring?
Oh, it's tough. I think it's as tough as any of them. He's got an incredible style. He's very clever. He's a good all-rounder. He's not great in one thing. He's a good all-rounder. Clinton Woods was the same. He's big for the weight. He's a nice boxer with a fast hand. So it's a tough fight. Sam's a little bit of a tricky fighter. He can box. He can fight. I know they think he's going to probably slow down in the second half. But when you study him, he's mostly won every fight, Byron, the Prince Aaron fight, by winning the last half of every fight. So to think he's going to slow down might be, good for them or bad for them. So, he's a good opponent.
You obviously see him winning. Do you see him winning on points, distance fight?
A win's a win. So, a win in any circumstances is what we're looking for. I don't think a prediction can be made. I think a fight is lost by one punch, by either man. Even though they're both not big punches, they both punch hard enough. I'm sure that Bobby can verify for that. George Groves will verify that for Sam. I just think a win, that's all we're looking for.
Steve, last question for you. It's a great card. Who's the pick of the undercard for you?
I think it's hard to pick, but Teddy Flanagan is obviously 18-0 and the prize fighter winner. He jumps up from being super featherweight to lightweight to win that. He's now decided he's going to reign at lightweight. He's not got an easy fight without Mickey Covenant, so that'll be an exciting fight. And obviously he's looking now to fight for the British title at lightweight. So I think Teddy is probably the one to watch there. But obviously Jack Armfield, the local lad, 18-0. He's looking for a knockout win because he's got to go off to a wedding afterwards. So he's told me he's not messing around. So yeah, Jack's is going to be a bunch Right. Okay. Thank you everyone for coming down, and thanks for the G Casino for hosting this. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Anybody wants tickets, they're available on the door. If not, tune in to Loaded 200 on Sky. Thank you.